The jets of the Cold War are some of our favourite subjects, and when researching, we use the amazing documentaries on CuriosityStream, who are sponsoring today's video. CuriosityStream is a subscription streaming service that offers thousands of documentaries and non-fiction titles from some of the world's best filmmakers, including exclusive originals. Using the code Yarnhub, you can get 1 month absolutely free. CuriosityStream spans science, nature, history, technology, society, and lifestyle, with new exciting titles being added all the time. We loved Cold War hot jets, which, as well as talking about some of our favourite planes, it contains unbelievable stories such as how Rolls-Royce sold their engine to the Soviets, which inspired us to make a video on this in the future. Another great documentary is Vietnam Hidden Traces, about artefacts of the Vietnam conflict that still exist today, including secret tunnels and ordnance. CuriosityStream is available worldwide, so you don't need a VPN to view it wherever you are. Sign up and get unlimited access for just $2.99 a month, or $19.99 a year. And for our audience, the first 30 days are completely free if you sign up at curiositystream.com/Yarnhub or use the promo code Yarnhub. Please support our channel and sign up to CuriosityStream today using the link in the description. It's the afternoon of January the 2nd, 1967, and in the skies over North Vietnam, American F-4 Phantom IIs from the 8th Tactical Fighter Wing in Ubon, Thailand, roar towards a Vietnamese airbase in what will become one of the conflict's most epic air engagements. Sporting an old-fashioned handlebar mustache and leading the 28-jet charge is 44-year-old ace Colonel Robin Olds. Following the same route at identical speed and altitude as the lumbering F-105 Thunderchiefs that regularly bomb the north, they're on a deceptive fishing expedition. Old's cockpit view of the enemy airstrip below is obscured by clouds, and he's unsure if the Vietnam People's Air Force will take the bait. Still reeling from multiple losses to MiGs in the previous weeks, morale is at a low, but Operation Bolo is about to change that. It's cunningly simple. By mimicking F-105s, the Phantom's ruse should trick the Vietnamese Air Force brass into sending their coveted warbirds into a dogfight, but this time on the Americans' terms. On the ground, North Vietnamese radar operators are tracking what they think are Thunderchiefs with high-tech Soviet hardware. With the skies clearing, ground controllers scramble more than a dozen Russian-built MiG-21s to intercept the decoys in what they think is going to be yet another turkey shoot. Lining up on the tarmac, the pilots shove their throttles forward and hurtle into the air towards the foreign invaders. Emerging from the clouds, just as Olds and his team arrive over the target, the first MiG is followed by a second, and then a third. But instead of Thunderchiefs, the sky is crawling with deadly Phantom IIs armed for aerial combat. Commander Colonel Daniel Chappie James, in a flight behind, radios a warning to Olds. Olds later said, "The battle started when the MiGs began to get out of the cloud cover. Unfortunately for me, the first one appeared in my 6 o'clock. I think it was more an accident than a planned tactic. As a matter of fact, in the next few minutes, many other MiGs started to exit from the clouds from different positions. I was lucky. The flight behind me saw the MiGs and tried to divert its attention. I broke to the left, sharply enough to get away with his line of fire, hoping that my wingman would take care of him. Meanwhile, another MiG came out of the clouds, turning widely about my 11 o'clock at a distance of 2,000 yards. He went into the clouds again, and I tried to follow. A third enemy plane appeared in my 10 o'clock from the right to the left. In simple words, almost in the opposite direction. The first MiG zoomed away and I engaged the afterburner to get in an attack position against this new enemy. I reared up my aircraft in a 45-degree angle inside his turn. He was turning to the left, so I pulled the stick and barrel rolled to the right. Thanks to this maneuver, I found myself above him, half upside down. I held it until the MiG finished his turn, calculating the time so that if I could keep on turning behind him, I would get on his tail. With a deflection angle of 20 degrees at a distance of 1,500 yards. That was exactly what happened. He never saw me. Behind and lower than him, I could clearly see his silhouette against the sun when I launched 2 sidewinders. One of them impacted and tore apart his right wing. Meanwhile, Captain Walter S. Radiker III spots a circling MiG and takes action. Straining to see through the sight but unable to get a missile lock, he fires anyway. Now, In flight and streaking towards its elusive target, the Sidewinder locks on to the superheated engine exhaust and plows into the MiG's tail, sending it into an unrecoverable spin. At this point, 3 MiG-21s are down without a single Phantom lost. In the flight behind Olds, Colonel James was also seeing some action. At 15:04, his flight was attacked by 3 MiGs, 2 from the 10 o'clock and 1 from the 6 o'clock. Concentrating on the approaching MiGs head-on, he didn't see the one behind. Suddenly, the weapons systems officer behind him warned that they had a bandit on their 6. James suddenly turned left, then right, and caught sight of the 3rd MiG. In his own words, "I ordered to my numbers 3 and 4 to break right. As they did so, the MiG broke left for some mysterious reason, and for a split second, we were side by side. We were so close that besides the red stars in his wings, I could clearly see the pilot's face. I began a horizontal barrel roll to get away from him and into an attack position. Once in position, I launched a Sidewinder. The missile missed because the evading MiG broke left at full throttle." James orders Raspberry to take the shot and slides in behind him, but the agile single-engine fighter is outturning the F-4 until Raspberry's had enough and performs another barrel roll that places him in a perfect position for mere fractions of a second, which he takes advantage of by firing an A9 that slams into the MiG's tail. According to Air Force records, without a loss, the Phantoms score 7 confirmed MiG-21 kills, although officially, Vietnam claims it's 5. Later back at Ubon, jubilant ground crews line the taxiways. As each Phantom passes, the pilots open their canopies and hold up their fingers, indicating how many kills they scored. Please support the channel by liking this video, subscribing, and watching more videos of ours. Thank you.